If I'm making other matchups, I would love to see Gilbert Burns against Bilal Muhammad. I think both of those guys, Bilal Muhammad wins, 3/4 of his fights by decision, and Gilbert Burns is a risk taker. So I feel like that is a good fight to really push Bilal Muhammad and see if we can try and get some finishing rate out of him. I think that's the one thing that's going to hold him back from a title shot, similar to Leon in some ways, that ability to put people away. And that's why, the likes of Khamzat Chimaev, they're rising through the division so quickly, because there's this momentum behind them, this fanfare behind them of people are going, yeah, but they're just stopping people. Like there's questions as to whether Kamaru Usman could beat Chimaev, and Chimaev is sitting right down at number 11 at the moment. There's a lot of guys for him to go through before he gets a title shot. But I'll be honest, if I look up the division from Khamzat Chimaev's perspective, I don't see much competition. That's why people are having these conversations, whereas the likes of Bilal Muhammad and Leon Edwards, because they're not making it look easy, people aren't assuming it would be easy, in which case they're not that interested to see it. Chimaev against Sean Brady are the two undefeated guys at welterweight. We've got Brady at 15-0 and we've got Chimaev at 10-0. Both guys look like the sky's the limit. Sean Brady, I mean, he's a powerhouse. He's slightly shorter for this division, but he's got a really strong ground game. He's a physical specimen. He's very tough and durable. He's got good hands as well. I expect him to be able to weather an early storm from Chimaev and maybe push him into the second round, and that's where we get to see what these guys are made of. Chimaev has just looked so good in his recent fights. It's difficult to imagine someone giving him some competition. But one thing I will say is in that wrestling match that he had against Hermansson was able to push him a bit in that fight. It wasn't a fight. But, if we're looking up the division, it's going to be someone that's got that same kind of presence of Chimaev, the undefeated record, the 15-0. I mean, you could put him in there against someone like Neil Magny or Wonderboy or, Bilal Muhammad. They're not fights that are going to, I don't know. They're not fights that are going to convince me they're going to give him much of an issue, to be honest. I think Chimaev is a very scary individual in this division, but I also think, quietly spoken, Sean Brady is very much a scary individual as well, and he might actually be the one that comes through in the end. Chimaev is making it look very easy, which is why people are really sold on him, but I think someone like a Sean Brady, two undefeated guys, I mean, that is a main event of a fight night, and that is it's a hell of a matchup. I would love to see it. Okay. Is that welterweight done? That is welterweight done.